Hey brothers, this is Makalani coming to you live, doing another screencast how-to. Today we want to do a screencast how-to on podcasting. We want you to be able to receive and subscribe to podcasts using a podcatcher or a feed aggregator. We're going to show you some different feed aggregators and how to subscribe to a podcast feed. The definition for a podcatcher, which is software designed to download and aggregate podcasts for use in an audio player. Audio player, for example, on your desktop like Windows Media Player or iTunes, or if you have a specialized gadget like an iPod or an MP3 player. For example, Sansa makes an MP3 player. Creative Zen makes MP3 players where you can on the go listen to MP3 files. Some available podcatchers include Juice and Doppler Radio. Let's look at the definition for web feed. We get our definition for a web feed from the popular site wikipedia.com. Wikipedia tells us that a web feed is a data format used for providing users with frequently updated content. Content distributors syndicate a web feed, thereby allowing users to subscribe to it. Making a collection of web feeds accessible in one spot is known as an aggregation, which is performed by an internet aggregator. A web feed is also sometimes referred to as a syndicated feed. This is the RSS syndication symbol, which is oftentimes where you will look on a website to find out if there is a way to subscribe to it, either by RSS, which is text-based, or podcast or video cast. Next, we want to look at the different types of podcatchers that you can use, coming to us from podcatchermatrix.org. Podcatcher Matrix compares and contrasts the different RSS feeds. You've got Doppler, FireAnt, Mypodder, iTunes, Juice, Mypodder. I'm going to concentrate specifically today on Mypodder, which is the one that I use. I like it the best out of all of them because it is based on what particular MP3 you use. The software goes onto your MP3. That way, wherever you go, that's where your feeds go. It's not tied to any particular computer. So if you're away from home, away from your desktop, don't have access to your laptop, as long as you have a computer that can access the internet, you can plug in your MP3 and it will pick up your feeds from there. If you per se are interested in another aggregator, you could go to podcatchermatrix.org, look up any of these, compare them. If you want interested in getting one, just type, like for example, Mypodder into Google, and it'll send you to the particular site where you can download that aggregator, the software for that aggregator. Now let's go to a website and see how to subscribe to a particular feed, what it looks like on a website, how to find it. Let's go to our Toll Ministries website. This is tollministries.com. There you see we have our latest and greatest podcast that we have uploaded. Living in the Spirit, be a conversation between me and Ram, talking and chit-chatting about spiritual matters. Okay, let's find the how to subscribe to Toll Ministries podcast. How we would do it from our website. You see the feed symbol here. It has a little RSS symbol here. So what we would do is we would click this, and it's going to take us to a screen like this. And most feeds, when you click it, it's going to take you to a similar screen as this. It's going to have an area where you can subscribe to this feed. I'm not going to click this because you click this button and it will take you to the aggregator that you have specified in your OS, in your operating system, to handle your RSS feeds or your podcast Like I said, Mypodder is specifically on my MP3 player, so it will not go to there. It will go to where I have my RSS feeds going, which is Microsoft Outlook. So I need to copy the URL of this feed and then paste it into my pod catcher application. Just for your information, the feed URL for tollministries.podbean.com is this here. You would copy this and then you would paste it into your aggregator's specific area, and it would subscribe to it. But we are going to go to use an application or go to a website that I don't have the feed for, that I'm interested in subscribing to, and that is pbs.org. So I'm going to I want to subscribe to Ken Burns' War, which is a documentary that he put out on World War II, and I want to hear all the episodes. So there it is. There is the URL for that, and I'm going to copy it, and now I'm going to paste it into my pod catcher. So let's go to podcastready.com, which is podcastready.com. This is where you can get the Mypodder software, and where you can build your subscription list of podcasts. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go to my subscription list, and to do that, I go here to podcasts, and I'm already signed in to my account, so it's going to pull up all of my podcast feeds. And yes, I have a whole bunch of them, as you can see. So what I'll do is I go to this little plus symbol, and it's going to pull up a little screen where I'm going to be able to paste that URL that I got from PBS. And then it says import feed, parsing feed. Feed is channel is subscribed to. So now it's going to, I'm going to scroll down and find out where Ken Burns' The War is. There it is, right there. It's now something that I'm subscribed to. Now we want to look and see what happens when I hook up my MP3 player and receive the feeds actually to my MP3 player. Okay, when I plug in my MP3 player via USB to my laptop, this is the screen that pops up, this little pop-up box. Launch Mypodder from Podcast Ready using program provided on the device. It is on my MP3 player, so I'm going to press OK, and now it's going to go into, now the actual Mypodder software is going to pop up. And what it does is it searches for new content, the newest podcasts that are available, and all I have to do is just now push download podcasts, and it will begin to download the newest podcasts. There's 11 out of all the different feeds that I have. Finally, let me show you something real quick that I like and it's neat about Podcast Ready. I like the Friends option here. You can share all your podcasts with your friends, and this is the main reason, brothers, why I want us all to not only just start subscribing to podcasts, but to do it through Podcast Ready, and to put Mypodder on our MP3 players or iPods, or we can use the desktop version of Podcast Ready too. With the Friends, what we can do is we can share podcasts. So whatever you're subscribing to, I can see it, I can try it out. Whatever I'm subscribing to, you can see it and you can try it out. And once again, it'll help us all get on a oneness. God bless you, brothers. You know I love you.